ha 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 ha. Okay, enough of that. That's not really the real me. Welcome to Creativity-Hive's Halloween special. I am Miriam Haugen, and Creativity-Hive helps videographers achieve massive post-production skills through one-on-one teaching and live group coaching in Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects. And today we're going to be showing how we make some of these little fun little Halloween special things. I'm going to bring Mo on here. Oh my gosh.
Hi.
Happy Halloween.
You as well,
What is
Miriam.
that supposed to be?
It's a jester's hat, but
A
I mean,
jester's,
I've
yeah.
got headphones under it, so it's actually supposed to kind of sit like that. But that's cool.
Right. But you got to
my
have the headphones on.
That's fine. Yeah, good.
So Neil, we're hoping, is going to join us a little bit later. What do you want to do? Should I show some of the other one of the other shorts that you did, or
You can show it. What I thought, I was chatting to Neil a little bit earlier, and I wanted to show people the short that we're working on, which was the Axeman, and take them through what our workflow is going to look like for the duration of the next 8 to 10 episodes. So
8 to 10 episodes. Oh wow, that's the first I heard. That's a lot. So that'll be fun though.
Yeah. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to essentially go out and shoot something very kind of scary and cool, and then we're going to bring it back to studio. So we're going to learn how to light it, what to do on location, how to do special effects, so that's on set, how to do makeup with Miriam Haugen, of course.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we're going to do that, and then how to do, it's kind of really cool.
This is not, I'll just tell you, the makeup that I did for this is pretty basic.
It was very good. It was extremely, I enjoyed every bit of it. So I thought it was very well done.
So obviously if I could do it, anyone could do it.
If you're going to shoot in this sort of guerrilla style, then if you improvise, it will be really cool. Super cool. And it was improvised, and it looks so realistic. It's actually quite amazing. So what we want to do with everyone is to show them over the series of the next few weeks how to create a short film. Because it's Halloween, we're going to use the theme, I guess.
Right. By the time we're done, it'll be Christmas time, but that'll be okay.
But we should have a Halloween movie ready for Christmas. I mean,
there you go.
There you go. Releasing in a theater in December near you. Why not?
Right.
Halloween, a late Halloween. So you'd be surprised. A lot of horror movies come out in December. A ton of horror movies, because it's blockbuster kind of season as well. So it won't take too many episodes, but I think the real importance of this is we want to show what happens on set, number one. Then when we bring it in, how to bring it into the studio, so the media management of it. Number three, how to actually do the first offline edit. Then how to start to plan the visual effects. But what's super interesting is we're going to teach them all about sound design. This is a first for Creativity-Hive, right? Because it's a big part of post-production. Yes. How do you create sound when you go out and you don't have sound? So we're going to have a very special guest soon, hopefully, which we'll tell everyone about at some point, that is going to come on and talk to us about a special sound, a piece of software that's industry standard. It's been used on Harry Potter. It's been used on the really, really big shows. And we want to actually use that to create all the creepy goodness around this. Once we go past that, then we look at how we're going to plan for visual effects and what the workflow there would be. And then finally, Neil will go into the coloring and grading and how to make it look presentable and acceptable and dark in certain scenes and light in certain areas and so forth. And then onto the final mix, which goes back into sound. which is really cool. And how do we mix the sounds, ambient sounds, vocals, what we got on,
Okay. When you talk about sound, what do you think about showing folks the one of our videos without sound? One of the things that you created without sound, and then with sound, just to show how much difference the sound can make.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the one that I think stands out is actually the one that you played right now at the beginning.
Okay.
So I'm going to, while you load that up,
I
I'm
don't
going
have
to
the non-sound one.
press mute.
What? Oh, click
Just
mute. Yeah, we could maybe do that. How do I do that? I'll have to figure that out.
It
Yes,
depends
I can
what
do
player
that.
you're using, right?
I have to see if I can do that. Let me see if I do. Okay. I don't know that the way that I have it set up that I can mute it on my end.
Well, just mute yourself.
Yes, but that's not the way this program works.
Okay, so what player are you using to play that?
It's built into StreamYard.
Oh, I see.
So I have it
Okay.
uploaded in
So
StreamYard, and I don't think there's a way to mute
if
it.
you can give me a second,
But
then
if
I will look for.
I could share my screen and play it that way. I guess
You
we
could,
could do
yeah, I
that.
think do that rather.
But if you can do that, that would be
Okay,
awesome.
I'm looking for where we actually.
This is great about live, guys. You
Yes,
never
you
know
never know what's going to happen.
what's
Well, it's
going to
Halloween,
happen.
so you never know what's going to happen. Okay, so let me see. Where did I put this? Let me see. There's so much of stuff I have here. So we in Hive. Okay, Halloween. Okay,
Let's
CH
see.
Halloween 2021. Demos finished.
We're so polished, and we've rehearsed this a million times.
A million, absolutely a million times. So let me see. Okay. Okay. So weird. Okay. Where is it? Well, you can keep talking to the people
Well,
about
I'm
stuff.
thinking
About
I'm also, while
about
you're
Max
doing
and then
that,
how it went, I guess. How was your Max experience?
it was awesome. I think it would be easier if you went ahead. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking here. I think
No,
it
it's
would
okay.
be
I'm also doing the kind of same thing.
if you
And
if
I
you went
love it.
ahead and brought it up, because I am not sure that I have an easy way of muting the sound here
Okay, give
for
me a second.
what we want to do. That I need to practice, I think.
Won't be long. Won't be long. Let me just see if I can grab this in and.
So Max, I hope everybody that is involved in any of the creative world attended Adobe Max. It was just ended yesterday. Both Neil and Mo had a really great session on making Mogerts, and Neil did one on coloring and teaching people how to do color in Premiere Pro. Very, very great classes, and a ton of other instructors as well from all over the world. So and some cool sneak peeks from Adobe about new things happening in the software. Really, really interesting stuff.
Okay. So, all right, I'm ready for you. Okay, do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead and share your screen. Let's try that.
Let's do it. Okay. That's my screen, right?
Okay, add to stream.
So let's play it back with no audio initially. So we're gonna go here and just want to allow this connection real quick so that you get audio. Okay. So this is what it looks like without audio. I'm just gonna bring it up into a full screen. Okay, so that's what it looks like without without audio. And if we go back into it,
Well,
we'll
I could just play it again with the sound.
well, what I want to do is I want to
Okay.
go into how the audio is actually made, and
Oh,
you'll
that's
see
good.
that yeah, you're gonna get different parts of the audio. So you didn't know there's many layers of audio in here. So I'm gonna just do that and see all the audio tracks. So let's look at how the audio tracks work one by one.
Oh,
Let's
cool.
look at it, right? So very first,
I love
let's
it.
just mute everything else, and that's just wind in the background. That's going right through the entire video, right? Okay, great. So nothing else besides wind. Then you layer up the second track, which is this. I'll take the wind away. And then layer down here.
And you timed it to go with the transitions, right?
Well, I'm going to show you how it was done now.
Okay.
Okay, that was the second part of it. And if you look at the third track, okay, and then it goes in here. Okay, and then if we go into the fourth one, well, that's the cat sound, I guess. No, it's something else actually. It's a breath. Okay, and then we'll go into the fifth sound, which is this ambient sound, crickets and the forest, right? And then we go into the final sound, which is so if we take that final sound away and just play everything else, you'll see just how cool it is. There's no beat to it at all now. It makes it a bit more creepy. Okay, so that's how it was created, but how was it created is the real question. So what I'm going to do is show you how it was created.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, just gonna bring this onto my screen. Cool. And I'm just gonna go in, and this is how we do this kind of stuff. Let's go open a movie. Let's go into this Creativity-Hive. Let's go into me and Halloween and that and finals and 1080p. Cool. All right, so we don't want that. We're gonna open the movie.
Oh, we lost your sound, Mo. I can't hear you talking.
Yeah, much better. Yeah, got me.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah. All right, so we can actually watch this as we're moving along. So let me just see if I have one without the sound, completely without the sound, and I should. Let's see. Let's go. Okay. Let's double check that quickly. Okay. All right. Let's just see. Okay. Let's see if I have. So I want to get one that has got no sound on it, but I'm just trying to find where that is. Just see if we can find it really quickly.
So I am curious about, talking about where you got the sound, because I don't think you went out with your microphone into the woods.
Well, you don't need to go out into the microphone with anything anymore. So if we look at this, what I'm going to show you is how to create sounds. Okay, so I'm going to just go into this, and I'm going to go into, let's go in here, go to there, and we're going to go into, all right, cool.
Although going out with a microphone and having some fun, recording some of your own things,
Yeah, you can do that as well.
You can do that.
Yeah, you can.
In fact, Neil
most people, yeah, you
did
can,
that some with some of his sound effects.
Yeah, with the sound effects, you can go out. You can go play around with it. You can do what's known as Foley sound. So Foley sound is really just sound that you make from stuff that's actually not real. When I say that, I mean what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to export all of this out because I don't have the file without the sounds. I just want to quickly export this out so that we have the final sound. So I can bring it into that. So this was what we were doing yesterday, how to export media. And we'll just go into H264. Let's go back in here. Let's go into, let's see what we can export it as.
While you're doing that, I am going to put in the comments an invitation to fill out our form. Give us the email address so we can let you know when those shows are happening for our behind the scenes of how we're making the Axeman movie.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to send them to the website.
Right, let's export that out. Okay, so we can bring this movie in now in a second, and then I can work without sound in there. So this is how it normally happens. Is you see all your screens are full. I wish I could share all screens with you, but everything's just full of software right now. Okay, cool. So let's go in here. Let's just go back in here. Let's delete that movie. Let's cancel that. Create file. Close the project. And save. File. New.
Yeah, without the sound, it's not that creepy. I can't hear you, Mo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The moment I open up this workstation, then it drops the sound. Okay, so let's look at the sound. Okay, cool. So we'll just leave this little screen kind of here. I'll just keep watching that mute button because sometimes it just jumps out at you and mutes you. All right, so we've got this movie about so much. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and load up, like you said, people go out with microphones and stuff and do all sorts of really cool things. But
Mhm.
what we can do is we can now in 2021, well, it's been out for a long time, you can create your own sounds.
Okay.
So I'm going to pump this volume up a little bit and I'm going to drop the bass down a little bit so you can hear. Okay, so let's just see where we are. Okay, cool. Okay, so an ambient scream as an example. Let's see.
So that is
sorry, go ahead, Miriam.
I was just saying that's a sound that you got from a sound library. Is that right?
It's a software instrument that's been sampled with a whole lot of sounds on it, a ton of sounds. All right. So as you can see all of these are sounds. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to go into something that's a little bit kind of creepy. Okay.
Okay.
As I move this around, watch what happens.
Oh my.
Right, but let's look at the movie and let's record what we're doing right now.
Okay, so we're going to have to get some links out here too. Cool. So you're just playing around with that sound.
Yeah, but I'm on a keyboard.
You're on a
So
keyboard.
I'm on a MIDI controller, so it's controlling the sounds for me.
I see.
And I'll bend the sound. Okay, so that's our bottom sound. Okay.
Okay.
If I play it back, I'll just bring these forward a bit, and bring that forward a bit. And if I play it back now, it's been recorded for us, as you can see.
Okay.
Okay, that's only the very first sound. So we're going to call this the bass layer,
Okay.
right? There you go. Next, we're going to close this off. We're going to add layer number 2. So you layer and layer and layer. All right, so we at layer number 2, we're going to go in. We're going to drop in another sampled library. And this time we're going to do something super cool. Okay, dark, disturbing, and epic stuff. Pretty cool stuff. So if we play it back, now you can hear the top layer and the bottom. Now, as you can see, the top layer is a little bit loud, so we got to mix it down here. So we're just going to kind of get that layer lower. All right, let's do that, and let's go back. And now we're going to play over it. We just want to find the right sound. All right, so let's go back.
Suspense to it.
Yeah.
Is that something you're adding in right now?
I am adding that. But I'm not recording yet. So I just want to find the right sound. That works for me. Okay, so if we unmute that track and go back, look at the movie.
Yeah, I like that. I like that beat. That
So we're gonna do it again and watch the movie while we. I'm just gonna move this out the way. I'm not interested in that. So let's just press record. 2C1. Okay, great. So if we play it back, we kind of got this going on. Move this a little bit forward, and those two.
okay, I'm not going to distract you too much right now, but I am okay. I don't have a MIDI keyboard,
Yeah.
you know,
So this is
and I'm lazy, so I don't want to have to create my own sounds. I want to just, like have them.
okay. In order to have them, all right. Instead of doing the kind of stuff, the complex stuff that I'm doing, if you had to go out and bring in sound. Oh wow, who's this? The Grim Reaper.
My young apprentices thought they could lock me out. Your puny powers are no match for the dark side of the Force.
Oh, it's Yoda. No, it's not Yoda. It's
Yoda.
no, it's not Yoda. It's
Palpatine.
Emperor.
The
it's the
Emperor.
Emperor. Right, I see. I had a mask and I didn't wear it. I'm such an idiot. So if you don't want to do stuff where you go in and do this sort of stuff, right? Hi Neil.
Hello.
So what you would do is you would go in and record sound in wherever you are really. It could be in your basement office, it could be anywhere. It could be as simple as kind of taking two things like this or just going. But the magic actually comes in again in what I have in front of me, which is known as a digital audio workstation or a DAW. So again, for viewers, an NLE is a non-linear editor, which is where you do your editing in. A DAW is a digital audio workstation where you do your sound in. Two different things, right? So you would then import those sounds, Miriam. Very important to understand. You'd import the sounds and then you would bring them in here and change them to what you feel you want them to be. Now, what does that mean? Let's get rid of all of this, right? So we're taking away all these tracks. We're going to go in here and bring in something new. So there isn't, it's really just a piano, right? Right? Just as piano. Everyone has one of these. But what we could do is we could go in and we could say, all right, let's go in and go into something like replica it's just really anything. And as you can hear, it's beginning to change, right? But we want to change it even more. So we're going to go in and we're going to go and say, all right, we're going to go here. And I know it's going to look a little bit complex and stuff, but we'll be able to change a lot of stuff very soon. So you can see you've got these kinds of things going on. So when you change these parameters, without taking you into this very complex one, let's go into something simpler. Let's go into, all right, let's go into this. This is a little easier to understand. Okay, simple, right? You can hear the piano, right?
Yes.
Okay, watch what happens when I change it. But so let's just bring that up again. Now changes it to kind of horror. And if you told me there was a piano at the back of this, I would call you super intelligent. Now here's something else. Birds in a forest. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
let me put my headphones on so you don't get killed with my sound. So look at this, Neil. It just doesn't fit. Okay, so I look like a mad DJ. Okay, cool. All right, so can you hear me? Can I hear you? Actually,
Yes, we hear you.
We hear you.
okay. So if you can't, I know I'm actually live. I shouldn't be doing these kinds of things, but if what happens here, the trick to creating great atmospherics is to be able to understand what and how to manipulate sound. It's very important to understand this. And you got Adobe Audition, which allows you to do certain things up to a point. But when Neil and I were working the other day, and I was showing him, and he was showing me some stuff about how sound actually makes for a large percentage of the overall emotion of what you're watching. He was like, I need to play with sound because it's so absolutely cool. And a very clever byproduct of sound is what happens when you're working with sound, which Neil will attest to, is that it brings a great deal of stress relief to you, number one. And number two, as you can see, Neil is smiling away because he can't stop smiling because he knows sound is something you enjoy. So you lock yourself in a room and you just play around. And I would suggest anyone, yeah.
I was wondering, I think it would be fun to show one of the other vids where Neil did the sound, show it without sound, then show it with sound, and then Neil can talk a little bit about what he did.
Neil, I think I'm gonna stop sharing if that's okay. And then Neil,
Yeah,
if you want to mute it, put it on your timeline or whatever, and show them how you do. I'm actually
okay. I'm going to. I have a whole bunch loaded up here. Let's see if I can. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Okay, here we go. Okay, I was going to show the no sound. Okay, should we show the no sound now? Would that be
Yes.
appropriate?
Yes,
I meant to do that. I think I meant to do that first, but oh well. Okay, final. Here we go. No sound.
There's no sound. Is there supposed to be sound? I'm just kidding. I know. Now, if you want to play that again, you want to play that one more time for me?
One more time?
Yes,
without
please.
sound.
Yeah,
Okay.
without sound. I'm going to do something while you play it, right?
Oh, fun.
Splotch. Right. Now, I did that for a reason, even though it sounded really funny. If I recorded that, okay, and I put it into a DAW, I could make it sound like I didn't record it. I would make it, and you know, all the instruments you're listening to on the DAW, and it sounds really professional. They sample. The word sample means they record something and then manipulate it to sound beautiful. So all you do is go like this, like a gate closing. It sounds like more like a cat being killed, but you know,
right.
you know, something. Oh, those are the bats. and then
So
you
you're saying that we
manipulate.
don't need a lot of fancy equipment necessarily.
Let me tell you, and I wish I could show you this little clip of how sound design is made for feature films like Harry Potter. So, as you know, special sound effects, of course, but the stuff that they got is known as Foley. Foley is
Right.
like this. A person, you know what Foley is, right? So, the Star Wars movies, Harry
Okay,
Potter.
I know what Foley is. Maybe not everybody listening does.
Okay, so Foley is recording sound wherever you are, just and you know putting it into stuff, but manipulating it a little bit. So it's natural sounds that you're recording.
Mm-hmm.
So Harry Potter, Star Wars, especially those kinds of guys, even though they have these huge, massive studios with racks of equipment, it all starts from one simple point. So, for example, okay, cool. You guys go on. I'm gonna find you something really quick, and I'm gonna put it on Lucid. I'm gonna share my screen in a bit. I'll send it to you, Lucid link.
Okay, so I don't know. The Emperor Palpatine has gone to the dark side, and
Again.
I don't know. He's all dark.
Yeah, the
Uh-oh.
camera shut off on me.
Oh well, we don't need to see you, Neil. Maybe. Do you want to? Do you want to share your screen or what?
Yeah, there I should be
there
back.
we are.
Yeah, I had a camera malfunction this morning, so I grabbed another camera, and it seems to have I think it's probably got a 5-minute limit on what it will do on the HDMI. So it's kind of interesting for me to try and stay here, but I'm trying to find the project where I did the sound on those. So.
Yeah, I was doing that the entire time you were not here. I was just looking for stuff.
Looking for things. Oh dear. So we've only got about 5 minutes left that we're going to go here, guys. And
oh no, was that really?
Yeah. So well, maybe 7. But so let me go ahead, and while he's hunting around, we're going to show another video without sound and with sound. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's see if I can find the right one, because I've got too many things. Is this it? That is sorry, guys.
That's cool.
This doesn't. Okay, I'm sorry. I have too many things here. That was number 3, and I'm not sure. Same one. Okay, well, let me go ahead and add the finished number 3 that I did not seem to have up there. And in a moment, I will have that ready to show. Those are great. So Neil, am I right that you did not record any of those sounds yourself?
Actually, no. I used sounds out of the Adobe Audition library. They have a rather massive sound library, and I just used sounds and played around with them a little bit in Premiere Pro and some in Audition on a couple of them to modify them a little further. Added more reverb to them, or changed the profile with either bass or treble controls, or parametric equalizer, things like that. And but so that it's just a bunch of stacked ones, and
like what Mo was showing. But
yeah.
You had so anybody that's got Creative Cloud, in theory, would have access to those sounds through Audition?
Actually, there's a link that we have. Let me see if I can
Ooh, that would be cool.
get that link up here. I'm still looking for. I cannot believe I cannot find that
I was the same with me.
project,
I'm like,
because I mean
where
I
is
spent
it?
so much time over the last couple of weeks, and it's not appearing on any list or
Yeah,
production
well,
where it should be. So I'm kind of going, whoa. So looking through got a huge list of links here. So of course, scanning
right.
down
Well,
through it is always
we
fun.
can always add the links
Mhm.
later. So
Well, we're not gonna go yet. We're just waiting for one little thing to kind of
okay.
download. It's so cool to see. But I mean, yeah, okay.
Let's see. Now here is another one that we have not seen yet. That is so cool. And that is
Okay,
layered sounds again, right? You can just take all kinds
Yeah.
of things and just layer them.
That
It is
was
layered
totally
sound.
done from the Audition effects. There, some of the things they have a drone section that has the boom, 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 and kind of kind of things in these long ones. And I took several of those and overlaid them, and then you use your track mixer controls to build them up so that one comes up a little bit more, and then it goes down a little later while another one comes up. So you keep interleaving how much you hear of them, and you move them left and right, and then add in some other sounds and that come in for a little bit, like the coins tippling is that was supposedly coins in a coin vending machine. Supposedly coins bouncing around in a coin vending machine, and but just extended it and added a lot of reverb to it, and then messed with the parametric equalizer to change the frequency response on it. And so that was just building up all kinds of sounds, throwing in more or less reverb, switching them from one side to the other, and just having fun. Mo mentioned one thing that's really important about working with sound a little bit ago, and that is, well, I'll just say it. For me, editing is a stress. Yeah, I know. When I've got the Emperor Palpatine cape on, I can't see. But editing for me is stress. The decision to cut, one frame. Well, is this? I've got 3 takes of something. Is this way someone turns and looks at the screen better than this one? I don't know, and that to me is stressful. Okay, Mo can do this, and he just what are you worried about? Bang, 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 bang. He just drops it in and goes, and I'm sitting there still going, yeah. Okay, color I don't have that issue with, and
Okay.
sound.
And sound, really?
Yeah, the color and sound to me are just playing. You go in and you just try things, and it's all fun and cool.
Yeah.
That cutting the actual image is too serious. And what just popped into my head, we had an employee years ago when we had our color lab who was a tremendous master printer, and we expected incredible printing out of our employees. We did things for production work that other pro labs would tell us, well, you can't do that. And we're going, yeah, well, we not only do it in custom, we're doing it on a production now. But she's a tremendous printer, but and she had no problem with cutting color photo paper to the size that the image was going to be printed on before she put an image to it. But there were a lot of times when we would be working on things, especially competition prints, where Miriam would want to trim so that the it would be put on a 16 by 20-inch board. But Miriam is going, yeah, but we want the image only to be about 11 by 15 vertical. I'm going to place it over here. I'm going to have boards of a particular color under it and everything for the proper presentation of the image. And so Miriam, Michelle would have the print that she'd bring in, and Miriam would go over to the big rototrimmer. We had this big massive rototrimmer and go schwack, and you'd hear this schwack, and then flip, 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 flop as the paper goes down to the floor. And Michelle would cringe every time, when Miriam was cutting that.
I was cutting her precious prints.
Yeah, she could cut the paper before the image was on, but after the image was on, it always hurt. For me, editing is like that. Doing a cut is painful. Playing with the color, playing with the sound, it's fun. Sound, oh my God, that is fun. I mean, that is really seriously a kick.
Okay, guys, we need to be wrapping this up. But Mo, did you want to share?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen, right? Am I right?
Okay, here we go.
Cool. Okay, so I know Neil is.
That is great. That's a great way to end the show. Thank you so much. Happy Halloween, everybody, and sign up for our email list. Where is that? Sign up for our email list and be sure.
I've got the list here somewhere. Okay.
And you can click on the link on the link that is on our website. It says click here, I think, and then you will know when we are airing our broadcasts for about Neil, the Axeman movie.
Hey Neil, who am I? I'll say a few words. Just 4 words, right? Let me try. Okay, let me get my prop. You shall not pass.
You're Gandalf. Gandalf's powers to the power of the dark side of the Force.
Well, Miriam's gonna bite us all, and we'll be dead anyway. So, with no fangs. So yeah, I'm gonna send you guys that video. Look, you should have kept that on all along and spoke. Can you speak?
Oh, you're right. That? No way.
Can you, at least just a sentence or two?
Oh my gosh. Okay. What would I say? Oh my God.
A long goodbye.
I found retarded. That's why I say. I don't think it's very scary.
It's horribly scary. I love it. So that if you took that and you spoke into a microphone and then you dropped in a piece of software,
right?
You could
drop
do
in a
wonders
few
with
octaves, add some, other sounds on top. Yeah, it could be scary.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Very much
so. It would be scary.
All right.
So that's the art of Foley. So when we're doing the next couple of episodes as well, we're going to concentrate quite a bit on sound, which is brand new in Creativity-Hive. But it's part of the creative process, which we completely forgot to talk about. And we will be having a few cool guests from the sound industry. That's going to be super interesting. Yeah.
This is going to be great. Okay, hey, thanks, everybody. Time to sign off.
Hey,
bye-bye.
Russ is here. Bye-bye. Take care.